Bitcoin emergency update. Today, I'm going to share an indicator with you that shows that it's really likely that we're going to see Bitcoin go below $17,000 to finish off this big correction of this big bear market. So, we're going to dive straight into Bitcoin and see why. Why is it likely to go to $17,000? Let's dive straight in. There's thousands of indicators in the market that you can use in your trading software. My favorite by far is something called the Stochastics RSI. It's one of the best. Why? Because simply once you get the settings correct, when the blue line goes below the red and it marries up with the price, you'll see that the price of Bitcoin goes sideways to down. Well, what do we have on this? Is on a weekly chart, by the way. We have our next bearish reversal. In other words, the blue line goes below the red. What should we expect with Bitcoin? Well, there's a continuation to the downside of below the former low, which is where the $17,000 mark is. Really, really important. Now, we're going to dive into a daily chart in just a second. But if you would like the exact settings that you see on our chart today, you can actually now download it for free. We share with you the charts, my chart analysis. You'll literally have to get my trading view charts, view it as is, and there's a few others that you'll also get as a bonus, absolutely free. Bitcoin, BNB, Solana, but today's focus is Bitcoin. So that's in the description link below. So exactly the settings, because people often ask me, what are these settings that are giving you this information? You'll get exactly those settings. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a daily chart, right? And I keep my daily chart. When you click on the view only, as in download the chart, it will look like this. You'll get this template. So all the settings. I've currently got the drawings on hidden. I'm going to show you some of these in a second. So you'll see that when you get the charts. So the top right hand corner is where I keep my daily chart. Now, there's a couple of things with Bitcoin. If you've been watching my videos for a while, is we've had obviously a big movement to the downside over the coming months, previous month, should I say. And what we have now is something called an overlapping wave structure. In other words, these waves are overlapping into each other. That's a sign of a correction. And normally when you get that, you tend to get a continuation to the downside. And one of the things I want to share with you today is double time frame momentum. So we are currently on a daily chart, but prior to this, we were looking at our weekly chart. In the daily chart, you can see the stochastics RSI, which is this indicator, a very special indicator with the settings. The blue line is also below the red. And you'll see that when the blue line goes below the red, it tends to marry up nicely with these highs. But when you get towards the end of a correction and you get a double time frame momentum, so that's that weekly, what we saw at the beginning, and then the daily, which is what we're looking at right now, you'll tend to get a bigger move to the downside. Really, really important. And if you can learn this information, it gives you a massive advantage over everyone else that's playing the game of trading crypto. I want to read you a quote from my book. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Chapter 3, there's a great quote. I want to read it to you because it's really, really relevant. Because you're just upskilling yourself all the time. And it's from Confucius. It says, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. So we can learn these pattern positions, this corrective wave structure, double time frame momentum, and now all of a sudden you've got a very big edge in your favor where you can become the casino and get the outcome correct. So I'm currently shorting Bitcoin at the moment. We have been since the first of August, nearly 9 days now. Oh, by the way, if you want to get a free copy of my book, you can now go to my website. It's in the description link below. You'll be able to literally just download it for free. Some good wisdom in here, mainly around mindset, a lot of goal setting stuff as well that you'll find really, really helpful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to pull up the analysis. So I've just hidden it prior. So what I'm showing over here, so we actually went short on Bitcoin around here. It was in a positive trade, nice, what we call an ABC correction. And now it's looking like it's going to continue to the downside. And the way I trade is I like to assume I'm wrong as my insurance position and then assume I'm right as my profit position. Like, what does that mean? Because ultimately, when you're trading like a pro, you want to know that you don't know what's going to occur, but it's all highly probable outcomes. So I'm looking to take some really good profits if Bitcoin goes into this region, but I'm also looking to ride the trend if it unfolds something like this, which is reasonably likely, highly likely, in fact, because of the weekly momentum. But as the patterns unfold, we'll get more and more information. I want to invite you to something quite special. I've actually launched it quite recently. It's my R15 Crypto Gym. I want to share with you a workout that I did with my members. By the way, you'll get to test this out for £1 for 30 days. And I'm going to pull out this. We do daily Bitcoin workouts where we do detailed analysis. And I want to share something with you how powerful what I'm showing you is. So this was on the 5th of August on Bitcoin. I'm just going to share this workout. I'm just going to forward it to the middle where I talk about a 60-minute data. And what I say in this video, if I can just zoom in a bit more, is that Bitcoin has made an impulsive wave down and we're likely going to get some type of ABC correction. This is on the 5th of August and then a continuation to the downside, right? So this was the analysis in the R15 Crypto Gym daily workouts ahead of time because I use something called Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci price combined with that double time frame momentum. And then it gives us a really clear indication of what's really highly probable that's going to occur. So what I'm going to share with you now, if we go back into our Bitcoin chart, I'm going to go into a 60-minute chart, which I keep in the bottom right-hand corner. And by the way, you can get free access to this, as I showed you earlier. And what I'm going to share with you, if I just get rid of this line now, this is what we drew earlier today. I'm going to take the data back to when I did the workout. This is what it looked like. And what we said was, in fact, let me do it again. I'm going to do it again live for you. Because more often than not, it plays out, whether it's Bitcoin or some of the other cryptocurrencies. Most corrections occur within 50, 62, and 78.6%. Okay, I'm getting a bit technical here. When you join the R15 Crypto Gym, you'll get some good training in my R15 Bootcamp that kind of goes into, or not kind of goes, and definitely goes into Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci price. What I want to do here, let me just get rid of this. All right, let me just redraw these. I'm gonna do a price retracement. Right, this is quite special what I'm going to share with you because it's almost like you have a crystal ball and you can see the future, right? And what we're going to do is we're practically going to have a box, right? A box that shows us. All right, let me just do this one more time. My mouse is double clicking here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Bang. The info that we want are these two numbers in particular. I'm just going to get rid of this. Actually, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it like this. So what I want to share with you is this is what I drew in advance, as you saw in the workout. And this is valuable information because either it shows you how to manage your trade or how to be patient and really, really wait for an ideal setup. And look how the market just unfolded. It almost followed the blue line identically, touched the red line at the top. This is a very, very significant red line. This is a typical maximum correction. We're just beyond the maximum time. And then what we anticipate is a big movement to the downside, as we said in the workout. And then what happened over the last few days? Well, just a nice big movement to the downside, as anticipated. And this is where Bitcoin is right now. So more often than not, we'll see this play out time and time again. I know there's a lot of information on the chart right now, and everything gets difficult before it's easy, but it does get easier as you get more familiar with these as well. So if you want access to this chart, just in the description link below, this is my book. This is the chart, and you'll get the Bitcoin chart. And we literally do daily workouts. So I want to loop the quote. Let's finish on this quote. And if you like today's content, by the way, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because what we're really aiming to do is help you increase your financial health by getting you to be 2 steps ahead of the market. Because if you can anticipate what Bitcoin is likely to do, then you can plan and prepare. Whether you're long in the market, shorting the market, Bitcoin directly, managing your trade and trade expectations, and then always having acceptable capital exposure. So let's just finish on that quote again. Repetition being the mother of all skill. It's Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. So in life, anything that's worth learning is always difficult before it's easy, right? Just think about driving a car. Always difficult at the beginning before it becomes easy and second nature. So today we covered a lot. Double time frame momentum, weekly and daily, both pointing down on Bitcoin now. So it tells us it's likely that Bitcoin is going to go sideways to down. That tells us there's the pattern position where we saw an overlapping wave structure. that tells us that we're going to likely get a continuation to the downside. We didn't go too much into Fibonacci price today, but we also didn't go into too much detail on Fibonacci time, but there are two other factors. And that's what I like to use: momentum, pattern, price, and time. And that's it. That gives me enough information to make educated, mechanical, objective trade decisions, trade with confidence, but always with acceptable capital exposure. Join me tomorrow for the Bitcoin workout in the R15 Crypto Gym. You get to test it all out for £1, 30 days. I think you'll love it. We get some great feedback. And our analysis is just on point. It doesn't mean we're always right, but it means that we're trading with high probability where we become the casino and everyone knows that the casino always wins.